Well, just yesterday, the National Border Patrol Council announced its endorsement of President Donald Trump. It comes as no surprise, given the way the Biden-Harris administration has completely opened it up to anyone and everyone who wants to come in. Watch this.
If we allow Border Czar Harris to win this election, every city, every community in this great country is going to go to hell. The untold millions of people, unvetted, who she has allowed into this country that are committing murders, rapes, robberies, burglaries, and every other crime will continue to put our country in peril.
To put our country in peril. So in an act of intervention to stop illegals from flooding in, one American citizen, Kate Monroe, personally went to the California border and installed razor wire herself to close the openings. Monroe, a former U.S. Marine, a veteran advocate, she joins me now. Kate, nice to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Just causing trouble out there, aren't you? Just raising hell and causing trouble, bringing attention to a big problem. Oh, I see a hole in the fence. Let me stuff it with razor wire. I'm sure some civil rights activists didn't appreciate it, but look, it's the right thing to do. How'd you come to do this?
Well, when I was running for Congress, and it's still on everyone's mind, all the voters here in California and across the nation, the border was the number one topic. And I just said, it's not enough to say there's a problem. I'm a solution provider. Let me go down to the border, get some razor wire, and actually plug up that hole. I was hoping to inspire Americans, and we certainly did do that.
Yeah. So how many holes did you fill?
Well, we did 3 separate holes. Originally I went down.
And hold on. When you say it's a hole, I mean, describe, is it 3 feet wide? Is it 10 feet wide? What am I talking about here? Can I drive a truck through it? What do we got?
Well, about 200,000 people went through about a 3-foot hole. That was the first hole that we ever went down to.
Really?
The second hole was about 10 feet, and the last hole was about 8 feet wide. But they were coming over 60 to 80 per hour for months on end through those holes that were open.
Wow. 200,000 people through one hole 3 feet wide.
Correct.
It's mind-blowing. And so, just so we're clear on this, you show up, you stuff it full of razor wire. They probably chopped it out of there at some point, not long after. But the fact of the matter is, these are correctable problems, aren't they?
Well, if I can order $300 worth of razor wire and keep thousands and thousands of people out, 2 of the places we put up the razor wire, that razor wire still exists. So we completely thwarted the onslaught of these illegal migrants in those spots. But yeah, I think with all the resources of the government, they could probably figure out how to close these holes for sure.
So how do you get some more people on your side? How about you spend $1,000 on razor wire? What if you, raised a little money and said, hey, I'll throw in 100, I'll throw in 100. What if you had $10,000 worth of razor wire? How much good work could you do?
Well, forget $10,000 worth of razor wire. What if 10,000 people had $300 worth of razor wire? Maybe we wouldn't need billions of dollars to build a wall. So who knows?
Yeah, it's good stuff. Now, you were sharing with me in the break just before you came on. You've also been out walking the streets looking at poverty in America, looking at Skid Row in America. And I'd like you to share some of that with the folks here today because I think, look, they used to blame Ronald Reagan for homelessness in America. Oh, Ronald Reagan's a bad guy because of homelessness. It's not even comparable to what's happening today, is it?
No, it's not. VetCom, my company, we help veterans. And so I went out on a mission to go find veterans and figure out why are they homeless and can I help them from becoming homeless and can I help them off the street? So I went to San Diego, Oceanside, the Tenderloin, and now I just walked Skid Row in LA. And I will tell you, here in California, the homeless, drugs, lawlessness problem is 2 things. It's a lack of will to just adjudicate crime and actually put people in jail. We have a lawlessness problem, and then we just have a big money grab problem. The homeless industrial complex feeds off of keeping these people homeless. So there's no will to fix the homeless problem because then all of the money will go away. I would love for people to come and walk these streets with me, all these celebrities who want to come on and endorse Kamala Harris. Well, why don't you go walk Skid Row with me? Why don't you get out of your mansion and go see what the everyday American is actually dealing with before you release this propaganda on the American people?
Kate, you point out something that I think is pretty important for a lot of people and a lot of these things. you know, having sick people creates revenue. Having homeless people creates revenue. Having an open border gets $358 a day to several different charity organizations to put them up in hotels and motels and other places. This is all a money game. You have to have problems to keep it all going. So it is the crisis industrial complex to me. It just keeps the crisis rolling and rolling and rolling, and then the cash just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling. Where am I wrong?
You're not wrong at all. You know, it's amazing to me when I rip back the thread of, you know, the border industrial complex, the drug industrial complex, the homeless industrial complex. Everybody says, well, you know, we're throwing money at the problem and it's not going away. Well, that's because you're throwing money at the problem and not throwing money at one single solution. I wrote a book called The Race to Save America. You could go find a solution for every problem we have in America if you really had the will to want to tackle it.
Yeah. Kate Monroe, I give you great credit. I tip my hat to you. You're a great American doing great things to try to bring attention to what's really going on out there. And you're right. These celebrities should get out of their mansions, get out of their bubble, and go take a look at what's happening in the real world. What about people that are making 30 grand a year? How are they making it? Or 40 or 50? Because they say everything's fine, but they're the ones losing jobs when that border's wide open, aren't they? I'll give you the last word.
Well, you know, I actually have really strong feelings on the fact that Americans tend to exalt celebrities and ball players and all of these people. These people couldn't give a damn about you other than for you to go to their movie and go to their game and make sure they keep keeping money. They do not care about you at all. They are probably being paid to say the things that they pay. You need to look to other people doing good work out in the world and find those people to be your role models, not all these celebrities who don't understand the plight of the everyday American.
Yeah. Kate, thank you very much for being here and keep up the great work. When you do something, you know, poignant again, just let us know. We'll have you back.
Happy to do it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. All right. Well, Americans are tired and frustrated by a stalling economy, inflation, endless wars, and the relentless assault on the values that made America great. Thankfully, there are companies like Patriot Mobile that still believe in America and our Constitution. Patriot Mobile is a proud supporter of this program, and I'm proud to partner with them. They're on the front lines fighting for the First and Second Amendments, the sanctity of life, supporting our military and first responder heroes, too. Support conservative causes and put America first with every call you make, all while getting the same nationwide coverage as the major providers. Patriot Mobile has all three networks, and it's why they can back their service with a coverage guarantee. Their 100% U.S.-based customer service team will help you find the best plan for your needs. Keep your number, keep your phone, or upgrade if you'd like to. Just go to patriotmobile.com/RAV or call 972-PATRIOT. Get a free month when you use the offer code RAV today. Don't be fooled by other providers pretending to share your values. Join me in supporting the only one that actually lives by them. That's patriotmobile.com/RAV or call 972-PATRIOT for a free month today. After the break, GOP Vice Presidential nominee J.D. Vance slammed ABC's Martha Raddatz yesterday for downplaying the seriousness of illegal alien crime in the United States. Oh, it's something you don't want to miss. It's up next.